It's easy to write a workout that takes an hour, but making sure that that hour gets people stronger and fitter without getting crushed for the rest of their day, well, that takes a lot of thought and intention. So come with me to the gym today, where my wife Megan and I are testing out a workout for pillars. That's an all-new track I'm adding to my Persist program to get people out the door in an hour that incorporates everything I've learned about effective training. I'll show you how to warm up fast, get a potent strength dose, and hit a feel-good finisher, and how I'm thinking about editing a program to make sure you get built and not burnt. Here are a few thoughts before we jump into the full workout. A complete daily functional bodybuilding training session typically has 3 to 4 parts to it. There's always a warm-up and a cool-down specific to the body parts and movements that are trained throughout that session. But between the warm-up and the cool-down is the meat of our training. I call these complete sessions because they hit a variety of different fitness traits all within that 60-minute time frame. Some people go to the gym to train strength, some people go to build muscle, also known as hypertrophy, some go to build their cardio, and others are going to use the gym as rehab time to increase their functional range of motion. It might sound ambitious, but with functional bodybuilding, we like to tackle all of these elements in a single session. If you can get all 4 done in the time you have allotted, then you are crushing the fitness game. If you can get 2 of 4 in 30 minutes, then rest assured you're going to get so much value and compounding benefits from following a plan that places an emphasis on these different physical traits. Today we have this session broken down as follows. First, you're going to see us perform a hot start, which is designed to not only give you a little bit more aerobic conditioning volume, but also pre-fatigues our bodies so that when we get into our strength work, we can optimize our results in a time-efficient way. Hot starts are short to medium length conditioning sets at the beginning of training to specifically send blood to areas of the body that we're going to focus on in the rest of the session.
Sometimes students don't pay attention.
Oh my God.
Sometimes they don't pay attention and they don't get enough of the stimulus. Sometimes they overdo it.
How's the hot start going?
Yeah.
It's toasty. A little burn in the legs. A little sweat. A little breathing. Not too much.
3 rounds good, 2 rounds better.
I mean, we'll see. Is this the 3rd round? Are we going again?
I think you're done.
Oh.
I think you're done.
I'm good with 3.
Yeah.
I'm warm. I have a little glow going. That's what we're going for.
Next up, you'll see us both tackle positional strength work, as well as strength balance supersets. Positional strength will be on the heavier side and a bit more focused on building up specific positions in a complex movement like the deadlift. The strength balance work will leverage longer supersets and long time under tension to elicit hypertrophy as the primary response. But the movements themselves will encourage great range of motion and flexibility too.
last week I did this without straps and was using hook grip. And the only thing I was thinking about the whole time was how much my thumbs hurt. And it limited how much weight I could put on. So this week I can go heavier. I'm not thinking about my thumbs. I'm actually thinking about the other parts that I'm actually working.
Try to build this training cycle, this program track really, 4 days a week of resistance training with 2 upper body days and 2 lower body days. Try to make on a lower body day, make there be a specific emphasis. We're squatting today, but really there's a lot of posterior chain dominant exercises like the deadlift, even the split squat, in the way that we're performing it, and then of course the single leg RDL. So more heavy on the posterior chain, but still getting some quads with these cyclist squats for balance. And then the next day, the next lower body day later in the week is more quad dominant, focusing more on squat patterns as the primary strength movement. Hashtag 2 is enough. You know, the number of sets that you do should truly be dictated in the best case scenario on effort. So we're supposed to do 3 sets of this superset here. And because we did it last week, similar with slight variations, I think both of us knew exactly how to push ourselves. So we just finished set number 2, and I am feeling pretty cooked. And I just said to Megan, I think 2 is enough. What do you think?
I'm fine staying at 2. I think because I did my first set at 25, I could do one more.
See?
But
It's different. So I'm gonna stick it out for 3. We're gonna do 3. But I pushed it a lot with the 70s today, and I'm gonna feel this for sure.
That means we're doing 3.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
I think I brought that on myself. Okay.
She wants to do more? Hey, fine. I'm not gonna
I was
argue.
just trying to be honest. It was good. This is my first week using straps, and I could have gone heavier. Without straps, this probably would have been good at 30 or 35, but now that I use straps this week, it's the lesson for today. Straps on everything.
And lastly, we're going to be finishing with an aerobic conditioning format that we absolutely love here at Functional Bodybuilding. These are increasing effort intervals, and they help athletes learn how to pace themselves better within mixed modal training. And they also ensure we get a great aerobic gains without sacrificing form and quality.
Like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that.
after that last superset, this is like kind of an appropriate conditioning tool. Short, concise movement segments with breaks in between each one so that you can learn how to go from implement to implement without feeling rushed and panicked. If you've never done like a circuit and someone says, okay, you're gonna do these 5 things and just go, it's very complicated and a little bit overwhelming. Whereas with this, we do one, rest, do another, rest, do the burpees, rest. Not long, just enough to compose yourself and not be frantic. That's the goal. She said this is awesome.
I loved it. First set, I felt like, oh, I can do that. I was a little nervous before we started, and then first set felt good. I think the second set will feel a little harder, and the third set will be a little bit of a push, I guess. Yeah. That was a push. Yeah.
You can't take the competitor out of the mom. You can't do it.
Yes.
So one of the big commitments I have to this program is that I want it to be very consistently 60 minutes or less to get done with it. Today we started our warm-up and just finished the last set of the conditioning, and it's 52 to 53 minutes. So I'm cooling down. I'm gonna do some of the persist, recover, cool down movements, pancake stretch, finish out my hour. But I know that obviously I know the movements well. I know I've got this great space. We have this great space here to work out in. Don't have any obstacles to that. Even Megan, my wife, knew what we were doing. There wasn't a tremendous amount of slowing down to like review videos. So I know that if I can finish this with Megan in 53 minutes, it'll probably take the average person 60 to 70 minutes to get through. So it means it's time to go back and edit some things. And you heard me say like, oh, two sets might have been enough on the giant set, or maybe it's adjusting some rest periods, or making one fewer training implement or piece of equipment to have to get out and to put away. So those would be things that I would go back and really try and look at, and also want to get feedback from other people. We'll have people on staff, we'll have customers trialing out workouts to really see, okay, does this meet the 60-minute criteria that we want? And, you know, in an effort to try and offer a lot, we can overshoot sometimes. I can overshoot sometimes with program design. So we want to just make sure that we have a good team behind this, testing things, feeling it out, and then really listening to the customers to make sure we can deliver on that, because efficiency with your workouts, fitting it into your actual life is so valuable. And that's maybe, you know, more important than, you know, getting in that extra set. So as an example, today I could have skipped the third set, and that probably would have cut down about 7 or 8 minutes off my total workout time, maybe 5 or 6 minutes. But that can make the difference between feeling like you had a great day or you're rushing to everything for the rest of your day. So time to switch positions.
I hope you enjoyed this workout with my wife Megan and I. Go give this workout a shot. And if you want to try functional bodybuilding programs, head to the link in the description below and get into Persist. We'll see you next time.